Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a skill that can fundamentally change every single relationship in your life, from your partner and kids to your colleagues and friends. It's called active listening. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Listening. I listen all the time. But are you truly hearing what's being said? Or are you just waiting for your turn to speak? There's a huge difference, and that difference is where the magic happens. Think about the last time you had a really important conversation. Where were you? What was going on around you? More often than not, our most meaningful connections are sabotaged by something we barely even notice: distractions, and the king of all modern distractions. That glowing box in the corner of the room, the television. Let me paint you a picture. You come home after a long day. You collapse on the sofa, and your partner starts telling you about their day. You nod. You say, wow, that's crazy. But your eyes are glued to the news report, the reality show, the game. You're physically present, but mentally, you're a million miles away. You're not actively listening. You're passively hearing sounds while your brain is being fed a stream of completely unrelated information. The message this sends to the person speaking to you is powerful, and not in a good way. It says, what's happening on this screen is more important than what you're sharing with me. It says, you don't have my full attention. Over time, this small act of division erodes trust and makes the other person feel unheard and undervalued. They might even stop trying to share things with you altogether, leading to that feeling of growing apart that so many people experience. But what happens when we make one simple change? What happens when we press the power button? When you turn off the TV, you eliminate the biggest source of auditory and visual noise in the room. Suddenly, the space becomes quiet. Your focus, which was split, can now be directed entirely toward the person in front of you. This is the foundational step of active listening. It's about creating a sacred space for communication. With the TV off, you can do more than just hear words. You can observe. You can notice the subtle shifts in their body language. Is their posture open or closed? Are they making eye contact? You can hear the tone of their voice. Is there excitement, sadness, frustration? These are the nonverbal cues that carry so much of the real meaning, the emotional data that the television completely drowns out. Active listening isn't just about being silent while someone else talks. It's an engaged, dynamic process. It's about showing you're listening. Once the TV is off, try leaning in slightly, not to show you're following along. Your body language becomes a signal that says, I'm here with you. I'm focused on you. The next level is verbal, but it's still about them, not you. Instead of jumping in with your own story or advice, try reflecting what you heard. Something as simple as, so, it sounds like you felt really frustrated when your boss dismissed your idea, does two incredible things. First, it confirms that you understood them correctly. Second, it makes them feel deeply validated. It shows them that you are listening so intently that you could grasp the emotion behind their words. Another powerful tool in your distraction-free arsenal is asking open-ended questions. A closed question gets a yes or no. For example, was your day bad? The conversation can easily end there, but an open-ended question invites a deeper story. Try asking, what was the most challenging part of your day? Or how did that make you feel? These questions show genuine curiosity and encourage the other person to share more, peeling back the layers of their experience. The silence that follows is just as important. In a world of constant noise, we're often uncomfortable with pauses in conversation. We rush to fill them, but when you're actively listening, silence is your friend. It gives the other person space to gather their thoughts, to feel their emotions, and to decide if there's more they want to say. Don't be afraid to just sit with them in that quiet moment. It's a profound sign of respect. This doesn't just apply to TVS, of course. The television is just the most obvious culprit. The real enemy is any distraction that pulls your focus away from the human being in front of you, The biggest one now. It's probably in your pocket or your hand right this second. Your phone. The constant pings, notifications, and the endless scroll just as damaging, if not more so, to our ability to connect. So, here's a challenge for you. Designate distraction-free time and zones. Maybe it's the first 30 minutes after everyone gets home. No phones, no TV, just a time to reconnect and actually hear about each other's day. Maybe it's the dinner table. Make it a rule. No screens at the table. The quality of your conversations will skyrocket, I promise you. You'll learn things about your family you never knew. By removing these external distractions, you're creating an environment where true connection can flourish. You're telling the people you care about, through your actions, that they are your priority. You're building a foundation of trust and respect that makes relationships stronger and more resilient. Active listening is a practice. You won't be perfect at it overnight. There will be times when you catch your mind wandering. That's okay. The goal is progress, not perfection. The key is to gently bring your focus back to the person speaking. Just the act of trying makes a difference. So, the next time you're having a conversation, I encourage you to do a quick environmental check. Is the TV on? Is your phone buzzing on the table? Take a moment to eliminate those distractions. Give the person you're with the incredible gift of your full, undivided attention. See how it feels. Notice how they respond. It's a small change that can lead to the biggest, most positive transformations in your life and relationships. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you tried this? What's the biggest distraction you face when trying to listen? Let's talk about it. Until next time, take care and listen well.